Stop listening to the usual advice you see all over social media. They tell you that to attract a woman today, you just need to be nice, always available, and maybe have a six-figure bank account. But here's the brutal truth nobody has the courage to tell you. You can have all the money in the world and be the nice guy as much as you want, but if you're missing one single, specific trait, you will always be invisible. Jordan Peterson explains it clearly. There's a switch in the female brain that doesn't depend on how cute you are, but on something much deeper, something that's been hardwired into our DNA for millions of years. If you don't have this quality, you'll always be passed over for someone who might have much less than you, but who radiates that magnetic energy that biology simply cannot say no to. Today, we're not just going to reveal what this secret is, but we're going to understand how you can start building it from scratch, even if today you feel like you have zero hope. And stay with me until the very last second, because toward the end, we're going to look at the number one mistake that 90% of men make, which destroys any chance of attraction in less than 3 seconds. But to really understand what we're talking about, we have to take a step back and ask ourselves, why are we wired this way? You see, the reason modern dating advice fails miserably is that it totally ignores evolution. Peterson often reminds us that women, historically, have been the gatekeepers of the human species. Think about it. A man can generate life with an investment of a few minutes and almost zero risk. For a woman, however, choosing the wrong man thousands of years ago didn't just mean a bad date or a broken heart. It meant risking her life, facing 9 months of pregnancy, and years of vulnerability with a partner who might disappear at the first sign of danger. Because of this, the female brain developed an incredible radar, a sort of sixth sense tuned to detect one thing only: solidity. If you panic at the first sign of trouble, if you're indecisive about what to order for dinner, or if you can't take a firm stand when it's needed, you're sending a signal of weakness that flips the off switch on desire. Imagine you're at a restaurant and there's a problem with the reservation. If you start complaining nervously, or even worse, look at her and ask, "What should we do now?" You've already lost. Her instinct reads that scene and concludes that if you can't handle a waiter, you'll never handle a real crisis in life. It's not about being mean, it's about biology. A woman is subconsciously looking for a wall to lean on, not a carpet to walk over. And this leads us to one of Peterson's most controversial but fundamental concepts: the profound difference between being a good man and simply being an innocuous man. Most men think that being innocuous, meaning never causing trouble, never raising your voice, and always saying yes, is the key to being loved. Peterson destroys this idea with incredible logical force. He says that a man, to be truly attractive, must be dangerous. But wait a second, he doesn't mean you should be a bully, a violent person, or a criminal. It means you must have a strong character. You must be capable of saying no and defending your boundaries. Think of a hybrid guard dog. He's calm, you can pet him, he's incredibly sweet with his family, but you know very well that if someone tried to hurt his loved ones, that dog would become a monster in an instant. That capacity to become a monster is what makes him protective. If the dog were just a puppy wagging its tail at everyone, he wouldn't be a protector, he'd just be a toy. Women are biologically attracted to this potential for strength. If you're someone who always bends over to please others because you're afraid of conflict, you're not good, you're just a sheep. And the reality is that nobody feels safe near a sheep when the wolf is howling outside. However, having strength isn't enough if you don't know how to use it, and this is where it gets even more interesting and where many men fall into a void. Peterson explains that female nature constantly tests this solidity of yours through what we could call pressure tests. They do it by instinct, often without even realizing it on a conscious level. They want to see if your strength is real or if it's just a mask you're wearing to impress them. If a woman teases you, if she questions what you say, or if she challenges your authority on a subject and you get angry, start shouting, Or even worse, start justifying yourself desperately trying to please her to bring back the peace. You've just failed the test. You've shown that your internal balance depends on her mood. You've shown that she has the power to make you lose control. The man who is irresistible is the one Peterson defines as unshakable. He is the man who, in the middle of an emotional storm, remains calm. He's not cold, he's centered. It's this stability that creates an almost magical attraction because it communicates security without needing to say a single word. But how do you get to this level? How is it possible to become that point of reference if today you feel insecure and without a clear direction? This is where we get to the heart of Peterson's philosophy. The answer isn't buying a seduction course or memorizing pickup lines. The answer is both the simplest and the hardest of all. It all goes back to that piece of advice that has become his trademark: clean your room. Many take it as a trivial advice for messy teenagers, but it's much more than that. It's psychological training for responsibility. Peterson argues that the hierarchy of the outside world reflects the hierarchy of your inner world. If you can't master the chaos in your own 10 square meters, if you can't decide what time to wake up, if you can't keep a promise you made to yourself, how can you expect to be the point of reference for a woman, for a family, or for a business? The final characteristic, the one no woman can truly resist, is direction. A man with a purpose. A man who knows where he's going and who doesn't deviate from his path for distractions or immediate pleasure. When a woman sees that you are totally focused on your mission, whether it's climbing your career ladder, building your body in the gym, or studying to become the best in your field, an incredible paradox happens. You stop putting her on a pedestal. She stops being the center of your universe and becomes your partner on the journey. And it's precisely in that moment, when she realizes you don't need her to be complete, that she starts to desire you madly. You become the prize because you are a man who is building something real. Don't try to convince them with words, with flowers, or with expensive gifts if there is no substance underneath. Become the best version of yourself. Face your demons and put your life in order. Your results will speak for you. If this talk hit home and you feel it's time to stop running from your responsibilities, type the word strength in the comments. I want to know who is part of that small group of men ready to take back the helm. Subscribe so you don't lose your way in today's chaos. The time for excuses is over. Now it's your turn to act.